Hi everybody and welcome to MysticMimTarot. I hope you're all having a beautiful day. Today I'm doing a reading for you, Divine Feminine. We'll get messages from Spirit for you. I'll also finish off the reading with several songs. Now let's begin. What would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine, you didn't need any more excuses, stories, answers, explanations, or lies from your ex. You knew that he could never tell the truth. Don't be fooled. He's only taking advantage of and using this karmic to heal his broken heart from you. He was no good. He couldn't be trusted. He got bored very easily and was always searching for the next best thing. The karmic's self-esteem is so low that she feels that she has to continue to do love spells on him in order to keep him. It's quite pathetic. The karmic is slowly figuring out that she was only ever used as a pawn to try to make you jealous. She's very insecure because she feels as though he is still holding on to you energetically. He keeps a very close eye on you, Divine Feminine, especially if you have a platform. He watches everything that you post and even comments onto fake profiles. He is completely obsessed with you. Your ex cannot give you either what you want or what you need. You know by now that you should never go backwards in life. Keep ascending. You are on the right track. The twin flame journey that you were on was so turbulent and full of drama and chaos. I am bringing you in a new soulmate instead because it won't be as rocky or challenging for you. Your ex is now a fallen twin flame. You are working for me now in your divine purpose. You are doing exactly what you were supposed to be doing now, Divine Feminine. Whatever you do, Divine Feminine, don't let the evil that's inside of others kill the love that is inside you. You are enlightening others and helping them to get on their spiritual path. Ascend, recognize their worth and value, and lead them towards their life purpose. He feels that the time has already passed to make things right with you. He made you wait around for so long that you healed and bonded with me. You were sent to him to activate his heart chakra. He was sent to you to teach you about how important self-love is. He is literally haunted by the things that he did to you. He has insomnia now. No matter how many times a snake sheds its skin, it will always be a snake. Remember that when you think about allowing someone back into your life, Divine Feminine. It is not the bruises on the body that hurt. It is the wounds of the heart and the scars on the mind. Divine Feminine, you are so rare, so people are going to fall in love with the idea of having you, but most of them aren't used to rare. They're foreign to it, so they lack the capacity to treat you as such, and that's where they lose you. This was your ex. Divorce is okay, breaking up is okay, starting over is okay, moving on is okay, being alone is okay. What is not okay is being somewhere where you aren't happy, valued, or appreciated. That is not okay. Your project, channel, or business is growing steadily. You will become more successful and you will gain recognition and monetary rewards in the future. He was really attempting to dim your light and hold you back from your true potential. Divine Feminine, you were fooled by a narcissist, not because you were stupid, but because you were kind, trusting, and forgiving to the wrong person. Your last relationship taught you a lot. It taught you not to ignore signs and your gut feeling. You learned how to love yourself and not put anyone above your happiness and your dreams. Now you know your worth, you know what you want, and you won't settle for less again. With no regrets, I needed you to learn these lessons. He was overindulgent. He was having too much of a lot of different things: alcohol, drugs, sex, and gambling. His friends and family enable his bad behavior. Your ex failed this spiritual contract. Don't worry about a thing though. I am aware that he did the wrong thing by you. He is being replaced and you will receive your blessing of true love from me. Not only have you achieved a lot, you have the potential to achieve so much more. The sky is the limit, Divine Feminine. He is angry now that you have chosen yourself and to work on your own life, rather than to continue allowing him to control you. He had a chronic sex addiction, and that was his main priority in his life. You were never going to be number one, Divine Feminine, ever. Sex without a commitment or love doesn't impress you or appeal to you, Divine Feminine. Your ex never took the opportunity to be honest and upfront with you and tell you where you stood in his life. Have you noticed people staring at you when you go out? It's your outer beauty, but you also shine bright from within. Your light attracts people to you. That's why strangers approach you and talk to you out of nowhere. He thought that he was clever and that he knew what he was doing when he chose her. He is kicking himself now because she was nothing but a trickster who sold him dreams and made him empty promises. She lied about what she had, what she could do for him, and what their future would look like together. Your ex has an ego that is through the roof. He feels that any woman that gets him is extremely fortunate. He was a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He left you in the Three of Swords, complete and utter heartache. That has taken you a long time to recover from. It was so painful for you when you discovered that he was deceitful, a liar, and a cheater. It was like your heart shattered into tiny pieces. When he moved on with the karmic, he presumed that you would become obsessed with him. However, it went the opposite way, and now he is the one who is obsessed with you. As far as you are concerned, Divine Feminine, once you walked away this last time, you were completely done. What you do with your life or who you have in it is none of his business. He figured that if he got you to come down to his level, then he wouldn't have to ascend to yours. He was emotionally abusive and he drained you physically, monetarily, and mentally. If they keep saying sorry but make the same mistakes again and again, then those aren't mistakes. That is you being taken advantage of. You are embracing self-love now. Self-love is being in love with every part of yourself. It means that you are taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others, not settling for less than what you deserve. The only people who get upset at you setting boundaries are the ones who benefited from you having none. This was your ex. You got sick of him choosing other karmic connections over you. DF, he knows exactly what he did. That's why he discarded you, so that he didn't have to face taking accountability for what he did. Your ex was a narcissist. A relationship with a narcissist works backwards. You feel more cared about in the beginning when they hardly know you. In a healthy relationship, love grows with time. You may go through hardships, but you find a way to overcome or work through it. And that makes people closer and builds trust and love. With a narcissist, things seem to get worse over time, and they care for you less and less. There are 7 stages of recovery from narcissistic abuse. Number 1, the despair. When there is conflict with the narcissist that pushed you down to your knees. Number 2, the big bang. Somehow, somewhere, you came across a post about narcissism and everything starts to click together. It feels like an explosion in your head, an epiphany. Number 3, the denial. You look for every excuse, desperately not wanting to believe that the person you love is a monster. Number 4, the gooey stage. A back and forth state of rage, depression, and grief. Number 5, the acceptance. You realize there's only one way to cut them out of your life. Number 6, the rebuilding. You build a new life, narcissist-free. Number 7, the thriving. You become healthier, stronger, wiser, and so much happier. Did you go through these stages with your ex, Divine Feminine? Being alone is better than being used. The truth may hurt for a little while, but a lie hurts forever. People don't understand how beneficial being alone for a little while is. Taking time off from relationships, learning to love yourself, finding out who you truly are, what you want out of your life and significant other, learning to be content and happy with or without someone. A real man will be honest no matter how painful the truth is. A coward hides behind lies and deceit. Divine Feminine, you could do 99 things for your ex and they would remember the one thing that you didn't do. You paid attention to how your ex acted when you challenged them, disagreed with them, or set limits with them. His behavior in those moments showed you his true nature. He convinced you that he wanted something serious with you. However, I witnessed him making you loads of empty promises. He wasn't genuine at all. What else would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? Just so you know, he has absolutely nothing whatsoever to offer you if he tries to return. He pushed you and pushed you to your limit, and you got to a stage where you had had enough of him. He feels like you are his and that you belong to him. He is still possessive over you, Divine Feminine. Your ex sees you as someone of high value who he could trust and who is extremely reliable. He played with you and your emotions for way too long. I witnessed you being tormented by his petty games, and I came in and put a stop to it all. Have you been receiving any spam calls, private numbers, or unknown numbers to your phone? If so, this is him. You are really protecting and guarding your heart at this time, Divine Feminine. He is so contrary. Now that you don't want anything to do with him, he wants to come through and present you with a small offer, nothing but a page of pentacles. If you stay by my side, Divine Feminine, you will continue to receive upgrades in your life and surprises. Distance yourself from people who lie to you, disrespect you, use you, put you down, and drag you down. It can be hard to turn the page when you know someone won't be in the next chapter, but the story must go on, Divine Feminine. He is strategizing different ways that he can get back into your life. He was in fact using you to make his ex jealous, Divine Feminine. If you entertain this ex again who keeps letting you down, you will miss the opportunity for the new soulmate who is entering into your life. You do want your happily ever after, Divine Feminine, just not with this untrustworthy, insincere ex of yours. You are, on the whole, quite content with how things are currently going in your life. This quote is for you, Divine Feminine. She didn't let go of people easily. Instead, she gave too many chances. She carried others' darkness as her own. Then one day she woke up and was done. It was over, just like that. You don't ever want to go through another stage in your life again where you are telling someone how they should treat you. Narcissists have a very hard time with envy. Their ego will not let them accept that emotion. It is too shameful for them, so they turn their envy into contempt. They want to destroy everything that is both beautiful and good about you. They want to destroy everything you have that is missing in them. At the end of these relationships, people feel broken because their spirits were crushed on a daily basis. Did you feel this way? Did you feel the following things from your narcissistic ex, Divine Feminine? Double standards, their way or the highway, never-ending unresolved conflict, circular arguments, zero consideration for you, zero collaboration for you, silent treatment and avoidance, gaslighting, chronic lying and dishonesty, depression and anxiety, devaluation, blame for all of their problems, shame and made to feel that you were crazy. You are strong, Divine Feminine, not because you always wanted to be, but because you were forced to be. Your strength is often hidden from others but is the strength that kept you going even in the hardest times. At first, you didn't see your strength, but as time passed, you began to celebrate that you truly are a brave warrior. The relationship between him and the karmic is abusive and completely toxic. Your beauty is not just in a physical form, but also in the divine feminine energy you carry within. When you were with your ex, you felt miserable, exhausted, punished, manipulated, played, cheated on, and abused. He lied and told people that you were really obsessed with him and that you were basically crazy. He is not a real man. A real man does not bully, stalk, or harass a woman. Now you have your peace, your sanity, your respect, and your dignity back again. A real man cannot stand seeing his woman hurt. He is careful with his decisions and actions, so he never has to be responsible for her pain. Your spiritual knowledge is growing by the day. The more work that you put in, the more that I will reward you. It truly broke your heart that this ex, who you put blood, sweat, and tears into, would turn on you in the way that he did. Declutter your areas if you need to, Divine Feminine, especially your work area and your desk. It will clear both your space and your mind. You should write down a list of your goals. Then, as you achieve them, tick them off. You have put 100% of your trust and hope in me, Divine Feminine. Be careful, Divine Feminine, because he has motives and he is coming around again to prevent you from getting this new love that I am blessing you with. Your strength and determination to achieve your goals amazes me, and I am so very proud of you. It wasn't until after he chose the karmic that I revealed to him who you truly were. That is when the remorse and the regret set in for him. Divine Feminine, February will be a month filled with blessings, change, love, healing, and spiritual, mental, and financial growth for you. He was threatened and intimidated by your light, your wisdom, and your special, unique spiritual gifts. You vibrate so high now. You tried to help this ex of yours who was so low vibrational. You tried to get him to see things through your eyes. He wasn't interested in your opinions or your assistance because he was too pessimistic, self-centered, and damaged. You are a ray of sunshine and you bring light to all of the people that you encounter in your life. You had to completely go silent on him in order to protect yourself because you discovered that he was a narcissist. You are a high priestess with a courageous divine feminine heart and the spirit of wise ancients within. Never let them tame you. Stay free. He thought that he was doing the best thing for himself by staying in his comfort zone, where he didn't have to grow, ascend, or change in any way. He has to watch you excelling, and now you are the one rejecting him, Divine Feminine. Your ex is willing to give you exactly what you wanted in the past now. This is because he sees you gaining popularity and having an increase in your money. He is all about clout, and you cannot trust him because he is an opportunist. Your new soulmate will be the one person in the world that knows you better than anyone else. You will carry them with you forever. It is a person who will know you and accept you and believe in you before anyone else does or when no one else will. You deserve this, Divine Feminine. What you tolerated, you will never tolerate again, and you stand firmly on that. Narcissists hate anyone who reveals the truth about them. Exposure is their biggest fear. He chose someone who was just like him. They were mirroring each other. They also bring out the worst in one another. He is your toxic ex-divine counterpart who fell off the divine path and betrayed you for a karmic. Now he is on a karmic path. I have severed this divine contract between you both now. Divine Feminine, you now have a fresh, clean slate. In his life, he uses sex as a weapon and thinks that it will solve all of the problems in his life. Forgive yourself for not knowing any better back then. Forgive yourself for giving away your power and your blessings. Your power and the things you did in the past. Forgive yourself for the ways you coped with tough times. Remember, you were just doing what you had to. Everything is going to work out, even if it seems so scary and unknown right now. Every little thing is going to be okay, and you will end up where you are meant to be. Your ex was sleeping around due to his insecurities. He pretended to have game, but in the end he played himself. He acted like a confused little kid in the presence of a woman who knew exactly what she wanted. Don't let him distract you from finding genuine love. Don't let him keep you from a deep practice of self-love and devotion. Never feel the need to fight for a man who is obviously at war with himself. Don't allow someone to come back into your life just because you have history together. If your relationship went from something beautiful to chaos, let those memories go. Stop going back to what your heart is trying to heal from. Buy a lottery ticket, Divine Feminine, or some scratchies. You have had a lot of different friends in your life, Divine Feminine. However, some of them always manage to disappoint you. You always dreamed of having the perfect relationship and the fairy tale ending ever since you were a young girl. What else would Spirit like to say to you today, Divine Feminine? Your ex is obsessed with the fortune coming your way, so beware, Divine Feminine. You are a high priestess. He was sneaking around with a third party. Now he has the hide to be jealous and thinks that it's not fair that I am rewarding you monetarily. This is simply justice being served. Your ex is sleeping with everyone and everything as a way of dealing with what he did to you, and because you are not interested in taking him back. He doesn't understand how you are doing this well on your own, why you are getting blessings and rewards, whilst he is suffering and going through bad karma. He has left a path of destruction and a trail of broken hearts behind him. Your ex is a freak. he hid a lot of what he was actually into from you. He thinks that it's not fair that he ruined this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with an Empress. He is sad now that he didn't invest in you. He thought he was going to where the grass was greener, but instead he encountered a karmic while simultaneously losing an Empress. He had an evil side. Once you completely rejected him, he turned on you. He wanted you broke, sick, and in pain. Everything that your ex manifested for you has now backfired on him. Make sure you get out each day and get some sunlight. You need your vitamin D because the lack of it in your body causes depression. You ran into my arms when you ran from him. I saved you and protected you from then onwards. The karmic caught him looking at your photos on his phone, Divine Feminine. You will look back one day and laugh about the pain, destruction, and evil that this ex brought into your life. I know it is hard for you to believe that right now, though. He caught an STD off the karmic. He has lost a lot of money. He has to move, and he's also having legal issues at the moment. You have been completely dedicated to me, and that is why you are excelling in life now. You have suffered way too much in the love department. This DM turned distorted masculine and fallen twin flame did serve a purpose in your life. He taught you how to love yourself properly. This has helped you prepare for your real emperor who is coming in. He didn't want to let you get away at all, but he also wanted to keep his options. A person who doesn't defend you when someone slanders you is your enemy too. You resent the amount of time you spent with him, and also the way you always gave him the benefit of the doubt when you really shouldn't have. You felt that he didn't give you the love, time, and energy that you needed, but he was out there doing the most for those who gave him the bare minimum. I was so very proud of you when you called back your power to yourself. That was the point at which your ex began to be dished out his karma. At times, you have actually wondered if your ex was a sociopath. The karmic has actually done you a favor by taking your ex away from you, Divine Feminine. What messages from Spirit today? Your ex left his blessing behind to chase short-term sexual gratification. He was very lustful, immature, superficial, and very 3D. Currently, your ex is beside himself, feeling immense anger, resentment, and jealousy about your life upgrade. He doesn't understand why the universe is spoiling you and punishing him. You caught onto his stupid mind games and lies. You have been in solitude working hard on yourself, Divine Feminine. The chaos, hardship, and heartbreak made you who you are today, Divine Feminine. This ex made you feel unwanted, unappreciated, unloved, and like an option. The new Emperor that I am blessing you with will have you feeling wanted, appreciated, loved, and they will have you feeling like a top priority. You wanted a genuine Two of Cups type of love, whilst he was here for a good time, not a long time, and wasn't after anything serious. He was too much of a coward to express this to you though. He always has a sneaky link because he hates being on his own. I am giving you a second chance at life, Divine Feminine. You are thinking of this ex less and less each day now. He is fading from your mind, slowly but surely. You were trauma bonded to him. It wasn't real and genuine love. He was always chasing a thrill and on the prowl for sexual connections and hookups. Some of you didn't even know that your ex was actually a pervert and that he was into some things that were taboo that you would be disgusted by, Divine Feminine. The spell work that the karmic placed on him is wearing off. Now he is in despair because he knows the way he treated you was wrong and that you didn't deserve any of it. You are an earth angel. Your ex's karma has come in a number of different ways. He lost you forever this time. He has lost finances. People are now walking away from him, including lovers, family, and friends. He is stuck in depression. He is stuck in his head regarding losing the Empress. And he has racing thoughts about the entire situation. These thoughts are tormenting him and keeping him up at night. He has an STD now, which the karmic gave him. The karmic is giving him hell every day. And he is stuck in the past in regret and isn't moving forward in any way in his life. Divine Feminine, you are fully aligned with me now. You are receiving justice for all of the injustices that were done to you in the past. He is now resentful towards you because you are doing whatever you can to clear him out of your energy. You are extremely sick of him lingering in it. You will never ever attract another narcissist into your life ever again. You now recognize the signs of a narcissistic person. I am granting you new life upgrades, Divine Feminine. These include a new house, a new car, a new job, multiple streams of income, and other new material possessions. You are exactly where you should be now, working for me. He feels that you have unfinished business together. However, in your eyes, you are completely done. You are going to be blessed with fortune, fame, money, accolades, promotions, and opportunities, Divine Feminine. He has a lot of obsessions, and he also has an addictive personality. This explains the addictions to drugs, alcohol, sex, and the way that he is constantly stalking you, Divine Feminine. Music is a big part of your life. The only karma that you need to wish for people who did you wrong is to let themselves meet themselves in someone else. This is exactly what has happened with your ex meeting this karmic. They are two peas in a pod. Your ex still comes out in your readings because he will not leave your energy. He is obsessed with you still, and is constantly thinking of you. You are a true lady. You are classy and you carry yourself in such an elegant and graceful way. That is why you turn heads still, regardless of your age. When you left that toxic cycle, judgment was called and karma was then issued. I saw things that were happening behind the scenes that you couldn't see. This rejection and the betrayal catapulted you into a full-blown spiritual awakening. Your ex feels lonely right now. He is upset because you have not responded to his texts or calls. Your revenge was to move on, look after yourself, put work into healing, and partner up with me. So you are an empress, and empresses don't seek real revenge on those that wrong them. They are aware that I am the one who issues karma, not them. The best thing that you ever did was get as far away as you could from this toxic, narcissistic man. He was nothing but trouble. Do not go backwards. If you do, you will undo all of the hard work that you have done on yourself to heal. Look to the future instead. He was a womanizer. You deserve a man who wants you and only you, not loads of other women and you. It is much better to be healthy and alone rather than sick and with the wrong person. He is heavily burdened now and he is desperate for your healing energy. I am your best friend in this crazy world that you live in. I will always have your back. You cannot lose with me on your side. You will only win. You are in your north node now and your ex is still in his south node. He thought that he had you all figured out, Divine Feminine, but you surprised him. He made his own decision to choose the path of a party lifestyle with the karmic. Now he has to live with the repercussions of that decision. He was supposed to commit to you, but chose to be with others instead. You have washed your hands of him now. You both had different priorities, and you have accepted it now. It is what it is, you feel. He had you in your head, constantly wondering, am I the only one? Does he really love me? Is he sleeping with other people? Will he finally settle down with me one day? Do we have a future together? Try and get out into nature more often, DF, as it will help you to get more grounded. The karmic is a liar, a con, a thief and a fraud. Fancy replacing an empress with a corrupt karmic like this. No wonder he is getting bad karma now. Your knowledge of spirituality is growing by the day, Divine Feminine. I am very impressed. Divine Feminine, you vibrate way too high for any of the karmic's black magic to be able to stick to you. You are safe. He is greedy, selfish, chaotic, promiscuous, and controlling. You were in a sunken place, Divine Feminine, and you didn't know what to do or who to turn to in the past. You felt so alone when he let you down and abandoned you. He was an expert at getting you in your head and having you in your feelings. You are my earth angel, and I am blessing you for your beautiful heart, your pure intentions, and your angelic soul. Him and the karmic are both gold diggers who have accumulated so much karmic debt that they are in over their head now. They are stuck together. The karmic is a demon in human form. You are so upset and even disgusted that your ex brought this unstable, unhinged lunatic into your life. Your ex wants to come back now that you are succeeding and having upgrades. Where was he though when you were struggling and needing help? He was nowhere in sight. You are a leader, Divine Feminine. There is no way that you are allowing your narcissistic ex to come back and have control over your life once again. You are officially free. You escaped this toxic man. I want you to partner up with someone who deserves and appreciates your light, your heart, and your beautiful soul. You are safe and protected by Archangel Michael at all times. You are a remarkable woman who has been through the storm and survived it. Now you are a true warrior. Putting me first in your life was the best decision you ever made, Divine Feminine. Luckily you have me, Divine Feminine. I have protected you against all spiritual warfare that was being sent your way. Now I'll get various songs. These songs will indicate exactly how Spirit would like you, Divine Feminine, to feel about yourself. You may want to look up the lyrics to these. Never Going Back Again by Fleetwood Mac. Better in Time by Leona Lewis. Survivor by Destiny's Child. Miss Independent by Neo. Proud Mary by Tina Turner. So What by Pink. Fight Song by Rachel Platten. Life Goes On by Ed Sheeran. Invincible by Kelly Clarkson. Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. Look at Her Now by Selena Gomez. A Woman's Worth by Alicia Keys. Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. Respect by Aretha Franklin. Goat by Princess Nokia. And the last one is Single Ladies by Beyonce. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting, Divine Feminine. If you did, please like, share and subscribe as it helps my channel grow. Bye!